Hello, fifth grade families. We hope this video finds you doing well. We want to lay out as we enter stage 2 this upcoming Monday, April 6th, realizing this routine or schedule we're putting in place will become the schedule really your students will have as we finish stage 2 and as we enter stage 3. Within the dynamics of the schedule, it may change, but the actual daily routines will become very consistent. The goal of this schedule is for your child to be self-sufficient. We want them to be an independent learner, and if they have questions, ask their teachers. That's how this schedule has been laid out by our fifth grade team. So we want to explain to you a couple things real quick. 8:30 a.m. every Monday will be a school-wide K to 5, well, I should say K to 5 chapel. We'd love to have your children participate and have you participate well as a family member. Every Thursday at 8 a.m. there will be a check-in with the PE teachers, with Brummer and Coach Wallace and Coach Ross. Realize every week, though, that's going to change. So pay attention to that schedule on a weekly basis. The reason being is when they're with fifth grade and PE, they're not with one teacher the whole time. So every week the teachers will rotate through. So you're going to want to pay attention, your children will, to know which teacher they're checking in with, because it won't be the same each week. Then when we get into the schedule itself, realize when you see yellow, that is a Zoom meeting. How the teachers have formatted next week is, if you notice, they have Zoom really throughout the day. The reason they're having that is so the teachers in each subject area can explain expectations to the students so there's no miscommunication. It's clear. Also, as you notice, look what they've done. They've said, okay, math, on Monday we're going to have our Zoom. I'm going to explain everything that's expected of you, maybe even give a little mini lesson. But then throughout the week, the blue means that they'll be working on that independently. And then they realize there's different office hours for those different classes. So on Monday, as they get started, there'll be office hours for LA on Tuesday if there's questions. There'll be office hours at 10 o'clock for math on Tuesday. And that goes throughout the week. As you notice when you get down to your specials happen at 1:30. The specials time is actually just an opportunity for the students to check in with their teacher. The teacher will not be Zooming with them that whole time necessarily, but they've given themselves an hour block so they can actually recommend to them what the activity is for the day and or the lesson, and then let them work on it and then possibly have a check-in time if they need to. I know each class is going to do that a little differently. You'll see how that works. And then at the bottom, the number operations is just that. What I've designed is a number operations for the week. So they'll be focused. They'll be given 3 problems. Within those 3 problems, they're asked to solve them multiple different ways so we can work on their number sense. And really, I encourage them. This is just like riding a bike. I want it to be done every day so they get comfortable. When you learn to ride a bike, you don't do it all in one day. It's no different than how you work with numbers. You do it throughout the week. When we look at that schedule and we think about beyond that, they also have given you all the Zooms. So here's all the Zoom connections. Now realize we're asking within the Zoom connections that we stay within this platform, because in that way it's coming directly back into our server and it's a way to protect us through these Zoom learning opportunities. Also want to show you the color key. The color key is yellow and red are Zoom. Anytime you see green and blue, that will be the children working independently on a topic, maybe screen or off screen, but will not be Zoom oriented. Also, there's an independent or family opportunity that's in white. So I also want to show you then, this is where the students can then say, okay, what is expected of me this week? So they've created a weekly assignment. This is where the colors do not match with the schedule. I cannot stress this enough. These are the colors the students have had all year. So when they think of each one of these colors, it's already connected to the course. So in science, they've been the same color all year. In social studies, they've been the same color all year. And this allows them on Monday to realize, okay, what's being asked of me on Monday that's recommended for me to complete? What's asked of me on Tuesday? What's asked of me on Wednesday? And these are all in here. Also remember, if you find your child is completing their work, okay, remember, as they finish their work, there's also an opportunity to go into that additional resources page and find an opportunity for student choice. Like, these are just suggestions as you go along. Also, make sure the students know that just because a schedule's been laid out for the week, that doesn't mean that things won't be added day by day. So yes, Monday will be a complete link when the child starts the day, but Tuesday may not be. So if they think, oh, I'm going to do what's happening on Tuesday on Monday, well, that's great, but there may be additional assignments that are added on a Tuesday because that's when it's happening. So within the framework of this, as you see this weekly schedule, will also be flushed out according to theater, strings, and other subject areas as well. I know for the specials areas this first week, they'll be just giving you that touch point and some recommendations for your students. So this assignment sheet will get flushed out more thoroughly as the weeks progress. We hope this makes sense to you as you unpack the schedule. Again, Dr. Barrett and I's goal was to create something that is routine, creates continuity in your day, and gives you clear expectations. We cannot stress enough, though, as fifth graders, we expect this to be independent. And when I mean independent, if they're not independent, they need to be self-advocates and reach out. That's why the teachers have designed these office hours, so they can ask the questions. Not because we're answering the work for them. It's not our work, it's their work. And we want them to be, we want to empower them during this learning opportunity so they become independent learners. Thank you very much.